Hello and welcome to the show. We are here today on GTA 5 for some more racing. This is essentially the circuit of Dave. Yes, we've got a circuit with just these as the props to mark around the track. I don't ask. I don't know why. Level 8 made it. Ask them. We are going racing with some vans because this seems like a good idea. I'm also not quite sure why there are some random vans over there, but there is, and they've had a crash immediately. Dave has already been run into. I mean, oh, we have got a Dave chicane. That is the legit name of the prop as well, by the way. That's it. Oh, Dave's speed bumps as well. It is a very silly circuit. They are quite a dangerous prop, though, because if we hit them, they will just stop us dead. They do not move in the slightest. Oh, that's a hairpin. I mean, this van, have we driven this van before? I feel like we must have driven it at some point. Probably have. It's not the fastest thing in the world. I'm trying to do the anti-jump starting crash on crane, but we're actually struggling to catch up at the moment. There is bodies marking the apex there. I don't know whether they'd be rolly over bodies or not, but possibly. Oh. Thought about going for the big torpedo. Oh, well, Crane found something to crash into. Oh, well, we've made it through lap number 1. The anti-jump starting has kind of worked. The punishment has kind of worked, essentially. Let's go with that, shall we? I feel like... Oh, that's a very big two-wheel moment for Amy. I feel like the speed bumps aren't too bad in these, but in other vehicles that might be different. We will have to wait and see how it all pans out. So these have got quite a lot of ground clearance, so they don't really get affected. They're more likely to fall over, which is entertaining when it happens, but less likely to get affected by the speed bumps. Glister goes for a move to the inside. We can get away with running over Dave's head there. That's fine. That's a good line to be taking through that corner. I'm not going to stop. Oh, he's very nearly murdered Stevie, I think, there. That was a little too late on the brakes, shall we say. We've got a big slipstream pull, and oh, Stevie's up on 2 wheels. Stevie's visiting some scenery, and that's a 3rd place for me. Oh no, that's a problem. We've broken it. We clipped Dave's arm, and we know Dave is very strong, and that kind of ruined everything there. Who is in the offensive blue? Impega's in completely the wrong colour. That'll confuse the crap out of me. Right, we're not going to be winning this race anymore. That crash, I mean, the catch-up is not massively effective around here. That much is for sure. The overtaking position, I think places are really about 2 around a lap. And you've got to be very careful because it's easy to get stuck on a Dave somewhere. We've got a good run down here. This is the best overtaking spot probably on the track. You've got to time it right. You've got to get the right sort of slipstream run down there. You might get a run here on the exit. Maybe. If we can judge it right. We could maybe duck underneath through here. Oh, and it is Amy's turn to have an issue in the chicane. We will sneak past, and that gives Glisker a massive lead that I don't think we'll be able to catch, barring issues here. We'll be catching a little bit a lap, but I just don't think it's going to be enough per lap. We get to the inside of Longbow. Oh, there's Amy there as well. We probably pushed Longbow a little bit too far on that one, trying to find a way past. This is not an easy track to be overtaking on at all, because the slipstream doesn't really have time to kick in on a lot of these straights. If I got the camera too close, I don't quite know why the camera was set there, but it was. Do we have a look? Not quite. Okay, yep. We actually got a little bit bounced along. I think we got a slight bit of like curb boost as we went under the brakes there because we hit the bump. Although Longbow got a better run on the exit on the outside line anyway, and will keep the position. We actually had a terrible run through all of that. I guess Amy got some slipstream probably. Oh, and now it's Longbow into the chicane of Dave's. That's so far. Of the top 4, 3 of us have hit it. We're off to a wonderful start. Yeah, we've been very successful at navigating that. Gliska's the only one to have not hit it yet. Well, has Stevie hit it? I'm not sure. Uh-oh. Oh. We got two-wheeled assisted in that one. That was the smallest of bumps. That was absolutely the smallest of little bumps, and the game decided, nope, you shall go up onto your side. There's a parked upside-down hyper. I can tell how things have gone there. Gliska has got an absolutely ridiculous lead. We are trying to slow that down. If we can get a little bit of a curb boost off of Dave, get some slipstream off of Stevie, and then we will hopefully catch up to the battle. We'll be back in the battle for second, and Amy will inevitably come with us in all of this. Right. I mean, you want to go as close to the Daves as you can because that's good for a racing line, but it is an inherent risk. Stevie is going to get a pass done. Actually, a good pass from Stevie. Was quick through that section. Impega's doing their best motorbike impression over there. Well, I mean, the problem is we'll draw alongside. We might even get the pass completed, but then we're the long way around at the hairpin, which is not quite going to work. Although, actually, we get a good enough exit here. Maybe it will. I'm actually surprised to see that one working. This is a wonderful scrap we have going on for second at the moment. I'm kind of getting a little bit closer to that, to that rolling. We so nearly ended up in the trees there. We are on the brakes for the hairpin, and Pega's going for the wide line. I took the tight line trying to get a good exit, but it has not worked. What lap number are we on? We're on to the final lap. We will be on to the final lap next time around. Where is Impega gone? I don't know. Impega must have got into trouble somewhere. We are doing the most bike impression this time around as we head through the chicane. Come on. Come on, orange van. Get some slipstream. Please? Please get some slipstream. No, we've lost it. And we are too far back. If anything, we are more under threat from level 8, and somebody fell over behind. I think that might have been Chris. Not 100% sure. We were up on two wheels there. We're going to have to kind of... Well, we tried and blocked the hairpin, but it wasn't going to quite work. We were too wide on the way in there. We are off the podium. We've got a couple of corners. I mean, oh, no, that's terrible. I lost all my momentum going around there. Although, can we get a good run down here? We might get it to... be able to fire it to the inside at the hairpin. It might be about the only chance we have here. Oh, level 8 with a huge bounce. We are alongside. It's going to be a run to the line. We're trying to sneaky curb boost. Level 8's trying to sneaky curb boost. We make it work. I mean, was it a little bit rude? We got the pass done and we kind of shut the door a bit on that one. About the only option we had down at the hairpin. Oh, bloody hell. Level 8 does get fastest lap of the race, unsurprising. Perhaps Liam up into 5th. Didn't actually see Liam in that race. I don't know what happened to them at the start. Probably some chaos went on at the start, let's face it. We saw Chris fall over. We saw messes at the chicane. Longbow ended up 6th and Amy 7th. Were in the battle for second for a while. It's a silly track. We had a fun race around it. It is most definitely a silly track, though. Not quite sure where Crane's off to. Who knows? So, we move on to our second race with, I guess, probably a little more suitable vehicles, shall we say? The Panto. It'll fit through the chicanes better. Still potential to fall over, I think, from what I remember about this. Probably depends on how hard we manage to hit the curbs and if anybody else clonks into you if you go up onto two wheels, etc. We are through the chicanes for the first time of asking. It looks like everybody might have got through quite nicely. Oh, there's a fair bit of understeer in this. This feels so much quicker than the Panto. It's not a terrible car in the game. It's certainly by no means fast, but it feels so much quicker when the last thing we were driving was the 4x4 van thing that is not very fast at all. We are going to go side by side with Hyper all the way down here. Can the purple car make it stick on the outside? No, they're going to cut back, but then they're going to be on the outside for the next corner, which they don't want. We get a big kick of oversteer through there, which we don't want. Hyper will try and make this work. It'll be to the outside at the hairpin. We can try and defend this, and it should work. Indeed, we will get the job done there, and that will be a lap led for us. Hyper's having a look. Oh, it's a big amount of airtime. Oh, Hyper's having a look. Ewan's doing a cartwheel in the background. That was an impressive cartwheel from Ewan right there. We get some oversteer again in a slightly inopportune place. Someone's out very wide. That Liam taking the scenic route. It was. Not quite sure how Ewan ended up cartwheeling through turn 1. Me and Hyper have done exactly the same thing. Oh, I will let Hyper go because we got set in the slipstream, and I was just focusing on kind of getting the slipstream, getting the draft, and we both hit the same kind of bump, got the same amount of understeer, and just missed the corner. At least you can get away with it there. We've got a good run down here, and we will. Let's get the pass done actually before we get to the hairpin, get the Panto stopped. So things we've got to watch out for. I mean, kind of what I was saying a little bit. The van, the Yogi 4x4, whatever, is it's got the suspension travel. That these bumps don't really make a difference to it, but in this they do. Admittedly, though, what caused us so much grief there was just general road. It wasn't part of the track or anything like that. Hyper got a lot of speed through there while I was struggling with some bouncing and some oversteer. So we will get a snap of oversteer. Hyper gets a bunch of understeer. We're going to try and cut back underneath as Chris turns up. Now it's going to be a busier battle than it was. Level 8's not too far behind. We're trying to fight over who gets the slipstream going on here. Hyper with a big slide, Chris with a big slide. If you can stop your car either understeering or oversteering, you will be very quick, and you'll probably take the lead of the race at any given moment. But that's a lot easier said than done. I think the battle, I don't think you're going to have time to get a slipstream pull out of that hairpin on the final lap of the race. Oh, we get a big oversteering moment, and Chris will make that one work. We are not going to fight too hard. Whoever's got the more momentum there is going to come out on top. I had to go that way around. We saw Liam do that. It was just the safer option for us given the circumstances. Be aware of the bumps. Level 8 is going to try and be sneaky. We're trying to be sneaky there on the inside of Chris, actually. Didn't quite work in the end. Chris saw us in time and got out of it when they realised we were going to be there. Got to have to be careful and fighting it side by side through that section. So we've not done too badly at not getting oversteer there. Sadly, I had to have a big lift because Chris was in trouble with the oversteer. Level 8 is to the inside, but I don't think we're going to be able to do much. It might be to the inside of us. We might not be able to get the exit. Come on, where's that slipstream? We want the slipstream pull. Indeed, there we go. That'll put us up into second if we can hold it through turn 1, which we do. Oh. So what was that last time? Whoever had the momentum had to, would say get the advantage in there. The other card had to yield, but me and Chris were pretty even going on into that. Neither of us wanted to yield, however, we sorted it out nice and sensibly. Whoa, big bounce. Level 8 will probably be passed to the inside. Yeah, can't afford to hit the curbs like that. We have got... Oh, sorry, Glasgow will be passed. Level 8 is back there fighting with Liam, I think it is, for position. We will try and not get a big oversteer moment, and Chris is going to lose 3 places. One slide, when the pack is this close, one oversteer moment can cost you 3 places. And to be honest, Liam and Level 8 are not that far away from being involved in that as well. We've got a great run down here, but it's going to be... Whoa, nowhere to go, nowhere to go. It was going to go messy at some point, and we were unlucky. We were very unlucky in that one. I was frantically trying to avoid the mayhem that was going on. But yeah, cars getting airborne and so on, not the easiest thing to avoid. You just don't know where they're going to go. We're trying to predict where the cars are going to end up, and yeah, you sort of sit and hope, and sometimes you guess right, sometimes you guess wrong, and Chris has climbed a building, and that's definitely not the way to take that corner. Because, I mean, yeah, we're finding there's a very fine line between curb boosting and getting some speed, and curb boosting and having a spin or a big oversteer moment. Oh, and then we pushed it too hard there trying to make up time. God damn it. I should have lifted. I thought we were going to be good just to carry that speed down there, and, well, the answer to the question was no. No, we were not good. We were not good to carry that speed, just asked too much of the car. God damn. The crash at, well, turn 1 was very unavoidable for me. However, that crash was very silly. basically. Oh, it's a shame. We're having a great race in this one, and it's just all gone downhill. We will get a little bit of oversteer. I don't know whether we can catch Ewan and Lado, to be honest with you. Maybe, I mean, if there's a lot of fighting going on, it's not impossible that we can catch a little bit. Running in clean air is always, when I say clean air, I mean not having to overtake and defend, is always going to be a little bit faster. You can take the line that you want through the corners. You're less likely to get oversteer and get in trouble in the same way that you do when you are in battles. There is still a big group of cars up at the front. Come on, if I can get into the slipstreams. The problem is Lado's getting slipstream from Ewan. So yeah, Ewan gets past, Lado will slipstream back past them. Ewan will then, do the same thing the other way, and I am just not quite close enough to get involved in the fight. Oh, come on, Lado with a very big oversteery moment. That will probably be what I need to at least catch the yellow machine. Don't know whether we'll be able to catch the Ewan though. Can we find a way past down here? No, didn't really want to fight too crazy to the inside there. Oh, it's Lado with a big kick of oversteer on the exit. I'm trying to put the power down frantically, but it doesn't work for us either. Through there, I'm a little slower on the way into that corner. It's more about A, setting it up through here, and B, making sure we don't get big amounts of oversteer, and we have a good run. Looks like a good tussle still going on at the front of the field. That's too late under brakes. Lado will duck underneath, and we'll get that position back. No, Ewan is definitely, well, say Ewan is escaping a little bit here. Don't want to make it too wide through turn one. It's difficult enough. Not going to be able to do anything into the chicane section. Try not to get oversteer across the bumps that occur there. If we can. No, I said we can duck underneath, and we almost... The idea was there. The curb prevented the execution from quite working. Lado with a big slide. Oh, I wanted to go for the dive underneath on the exit there, but did not get the car into the right place. Lado defended well. Is this the final lap? We got one more after this. We got one more after this. Okay. Liam's had a little bit of an iffy time and fallen back. Oh, and I got a great run and then had to lift because Lado got a big slide going on. We are to the outside here. That's okay. Maybe. No. Again, a little too late on the brakes from me. I was trying to go for a cutback there, but was too late on the brakes. So we do have a fantastic slipstream pull all the way to the first corner. It's a bit too much. We've launched it through there. Lado will get back past us as we head through the chicane. This is all the battle for 7th place at the moment. It's great fun. We have found at least a battle. We might not be at the front, but we are in our own little duel with the yellow car. We are to the inside through here, but I suspect a yellow car is going to be fired. There it is. The nose is going to be alongside through the hairpin. Now we have got clear, although Lado will have slipstream all the way down the back straight, so we're going to have to watch out. I'm hoping we might be close enough to Liam. We're not going to get it. We do get a very, very good run through there, although I nearly put it in the same wall again. We're going to make Lado go the long way around. It can work. It can work if to get it right. Not quite. That was a little too late on the brakes. Well, Liam had a great scrap with Ewan there. We had a fantastic fight with Lado. Oh, that was... Oh, and Pega's found Chiliad. Oh, and Dave's at Chiliad as well. Liam gets fastest lap of the race. Yeah, did not quite go our way. Glisco must have missed a checkpoint somewhere because we've ended up 6th. Level 8 takes victory from Hyper, and Longbow gets on the podium. We watched the battle between Liam and Ewan. It was great fun. Me and Lado fought hard for that one also. It's a silly little track. However, we certainly had some entertaining racing around that one. Dave. Dave made an interesting circuit. When I say that, it was Level 8 actually who made this track. So thank you very much to Level 8 for building this silly circuit. That, though, is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching. And until next time, a goodbye.